I made 23.8K in 3 weeks. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what happened. I'm going to break down the story, and I'm also going to break down literally everything that I did in my business so that you can do the same thing. If you don't know me, my name is Lee Nathan Litvin. You might also know me as Leezy the Gifted. I started my coaching business January 2023, teaching musicians how to produce music. Okay. Ran it for 2 years, scaled it from 0 to 20K a month in 7 months. And then in 2024, I more than doubled my revenue. And now what I'm doing is I'm pivoting and I'm helping folks like yourself, experts, make money with their knowledge by doing high ticket coaching. Okay. So if you are trying to learn how to actually make money with what you know so that you can build a business that you love, that makes you a lot of money and that actually creates a life that you love, then you're home. Welcome home. So excited to have you here. Basically what I want to do today is I literally just want to document and share with you the story that got me from 0 to 20K a month, and specifically how I did 23.8K in just 3 weeks. And of course, as always, we've got a fat cup of black coffee and we're ready to get after it. So I want to share literally everything about this story. So first off, I think the main key to how I was able to scale my coaching business and how I was able to do the 23.8K in 3 weeks was having a coach. Okay. And I want to give full credit where credit's due. I was working with a coach named Jeremy Pogue, and he's the one who really helped me develop my marketing system. So that goes into the story really important. That's a really important part of the story, and I'll tell you why. So Jeremy's first ever retreat was in Mexico, and it was lit. It was crazy. It was the first time I had ever done like a retreat, like where I'd gone to like a retreat with like other entrepreneurs. I'm like bothered by the mic that it's like, there we go. Anyway, so we went to Mexico, big villa, super lit, crazy. And that month before I went to the trip, I had done 16K, which was like my record breaking month at the time. And I think it took me like, 6 months. 6 months to get to 16K, from like 0 to 16K. So I was like really excited, really happy. The Mexico trip was incredible and amazing. But something happened after the Mexico trip. I started something happened with my health. I started getting weird black spots, like kind of all over my skin. They didn't hurt. They weren't like scabs. It looked like it was like below my skin. The indicator was I was playing basketball and I got my hand scratched. Not that hard, but like enough to be like, oh, I got a scratch. And like a day or two later, it became like a boil, like a fat black boil. I know you came on this video to learn how to make money, but this is all part of the story. So anyway, it was like a big fat black boil, and I was like, that's kind of weird. And I also started getting like little versions of it just all over my body. But I wasn't really tripping because like I have sensitive skin, and I was like, whatever. So one night my wife and I are like, it's Thursday night, and I'm like, hey, let's like, you want to go to the hot tub at the gym? Just like go chill. She's like, yeah. So I take my socks off and my feet looked like I had chicken pox. It was very alarming. And I was like, holy shit, like look at my feet. And she looked at my feet and she started freaking out. I went to the mirror and like, I like felt like little bumps in my mouth too. And I opened my mouth and I had fat black bubbles all over my mouth. I don't want to show pictures. It's disgusting. I started getting worried. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up. Call the doctor, set an appointment. Next day, go to a general practitioner. The general practitioner freaks out and goes, you need to go to the ER now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Go to the ER and they're like, they run blood tests on me because they think it's a blood problem. They're like, we have some alarming news. You have very low platelets. I'm like, great. What the fuck are platelets? I'm like, I literally never heard of them before. And apparently the whole fucking world knew what platelets were except for me. Suspicious. But basically platelets are the things that help repair your body when you get like a scratch. So like the scratch on my hand, the platelets are the things in your blood that helps it scab up and heal. Well, I guess the number that people usually have is like 140,000 platelets in their body or something. I had 2,000. I actually had below 2,000. And basically what that meant was like, you are in critical condition, which was weird because I didn't feel anything. I felt no pain. And I was like, what? And it was just like the weirdest thing. And they were like, yeah, like, we're going to check you in. I'm like, what the fuck? So anyway, I ended up going to the hospital and I had to take an entire week off. I went into the hospital on a Friday and I'm like, bro, I'll be out of here by Monday. Monday comes, they're like, no, you're not leaving. And I'm like, shit, I have like sales calls on the calendar. By the way, I had an appointment setter helping me at the time, who I want to give a huge shout out to, my boy Corey Wallace. And he was my appointment setter, which was super helpful to have him. And I told him what was going on. And he's like, bro, like, it's all good. Like, let's just, what do you want to do? I was like, let's like cancel the sales calls. So this week that I was going into was the first week of November 2023. And he's like, I was like, dude, honestly, like, even if I get out like Wednesday or maybe Thursday, like, I just don't know when I'm getting out and I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. We should just I think we just got to cancel calls for the week. And by the way, I had like 7 calls on the calendar that week. He's like, all good, no worries. And I was like, dude, I'm just going to close my calendar up on Calendly, keep appointment setting, keep sending DMs to people, like keep booking calls. We're just going to book them out next week. I'm going to hit up every single one of the people who have calls with myself manually and just reschedule it. So I did that, right? I manually hit everyone up. I told, hey, I'm in the hospital. Like, didn't know this was going to happen. Really apologize for like disrespecting your time. Like, can we just reschedule? Every single person was like, absolutely, no worries. So I was in the hospital for a week. I ended up getting out, totally fine. But those next 3 weeks of November, I went and did 23.8K cash collected. Okay. Not revenue. Revenue, I don't want to talk about all that. That's one of the annoying fucking things about the coaching industry. That's a video for another day. But the next 3 weeks, I did 23.8K cash collected. And that's fucking crazy if you think about it, right? And I was like, holy shit, I just hit a record-breaking month coming off being in the hospital, coming off a retreat of my other record-breaking month. So I want to walk you through, that was the personal story of it, but I want to walk you through how. Like, how the fuck did I do that? Because that's more money than I'd ever made in my entire life up to that point, and I did it in a record-breaking time. So how did I do it? What did I do? So here's the first thing, and this is kind of like in order of importance. First off, I had a mentor, okay? And I'm not, I swear on everything, bro. I'm not saying that just so like you can hire me. I'm not even taking clients at this exact moment. If I am, you can DM me on Instagram, but like, I'm not even trying to do all that. I'm literally just sharing the story, okay? So I had a mentor who actually like literally showed me the path. But before I even had the mentor, I already had the offer and I already knew exactly who I was serving. I knew who I was serving. I knew what problem I was helping them with. And I had already kind of had some momentum. So I knew the offer. I knew who I was serving. I knew what I was helping them with. And I had an offer. I also had a course, which was really helpful. I had course modules. Don't think you need course modules to launch your online business and your online course. I'm sorry, online coaching. If you're going to launch an online course, then yeah, you need a course. But I meant if you're going to launch an online coaching business, you don't need to make videos yet. Like just take one-on-one clients. Again, video for another day. So I knew who I was serving. I knew what I was giving them. I had a course. I already, had some momentum. Hired a mentor. The next thing that I had, by the way, one thing really quickly, I want this channel, like, I do want to get more specific than a lot of other channels because there's a lot of channels who like don't get specific and it's like, it's super annoying. So I want to be a bit more specific, but like, obviously I can't like pull all the curtains back and literally like show you fucking everything. Like I'm just going to tell you as much as I can. So the other thing I had that was key was the strategy I was using. It's called the IG social funnel. I don't have a unique mechanism name for it. I'm going to come up with my own unique mechanism that's not predicated on that. But I was using what's called the IG social funnel. Basically, I was running an Instagram follow ad and I scripted it very specifically. And I ran the ad really simply. I was literally Instagram boost post. And then I was getting followers. We were reaching out to every single one of those followers. We were DMing them and having a conversation with them to try to get to know, what their current situation is, what's their struggle, what's their goal, or current situation, where they're trying to go, what they're struggling with, and basically offering help by booking calls with them. The other thing that I had in terms of an asset, I would call it, is a VSL, a video sales letter, which actually at this exact moment right now, February 4th, 2025, I don't even have a VSL on this current channel right now. It's literally just documenting. I'll make one soon, but, and you'll probably know, but basically a video sales letter is just sharing the details of my program and framing it in the way like it's a training, and then sending that to people after they book a call to prep them for the call. Simple as that. Prep them for the call and not like convince them or persuade them, but just get them excited. Like, hey, this is like what's possible. So I had a coach, Jeremy, or a mentor. I knew who I was serving. I knew what I was helping him with. I had a course. I had one video asset one video asset that was getting followers or getting leads, and I was communicating with those leads, booking calls. Corey, my appointment setter, was communicating with them. We had one VSL, and then honestly, the other asset, I would call it, is content, right? I was going crazy with content. Like literally I was posting on Instagram every day, and on YouTube I was posting like once or twice a week. I was going crazy. I was going crazy, like just going ham, getting after it. So I think that that's a valuable asset. And I think that when it comes to actually building a coaching business that is profitable, that you actually enjoy, and that makes a great impact, it's really important that you build assets. One asset I did not have that was a fat mistake, which I've talked about in other videos, was not having an email list. So it was the only thing I really look back at my business and go, that was a big mistake. And it's something I'm definitely changing in this next business here that I'm doing. So again, just to kind of review to you, like what's actually possible. And by the way, my return on ad spend that month was, I had spent 23.8K. I think I had spent just under 4K. I think actually I just spent under 3K. Yeah. So my return, all I remember is my return on ad spend that month was like 8X. Imagine a world where you go to the bank and you say, hey, I'm going to give you $1. Can you give me 8 back? And they're like, yep. And then you just do that 3,000 more times. That's what happened to me that month. I'll also say too, kind of the final thing that I think is really key was my mindset. When I got out of the hospital, that was the best fucking mindset I ever had. I was out of the hospital. I was like, dude, I was just in the hospital. I wasn't sleeping in my own bed. I wasn't eating my own food all the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have my routine. I couldn't even go outside. That's the fucked up thing. When you're in the hospital, like, I don't know, maybe the hospital I was at was great. Kaiser, California, amazing. But like, it's super weird. Like, they don't make like outdoors very good. Was that good English? Basically what I'm saying is like, when you're in the hospital, like they don't do a great job of giving patients access to just get some fucking fresh air. It's stupid. So I was in the hospital 5 days. They had like this tiny ass courtyard, but they didn't have any plants. Like, bro, put a fucking plant here. Put a goddamn tree here or something, bro. Put a bush at least. Jesus Christ. Like, give me something. All right. Ain't no birds flying around here. So, so basically I was just like, I didn't see grass or touch grass for over 5 days. No, shit. I was there Friday to Friday, bro. Or no, I was there Friday to Thursday, 6 days. That sucks. But I got out. I was like, bro, I'm just hyped to be out. I was literally, my mindset, I didn't give a fuck if I closed any deals. I didn't care if I enrolled any clients. My mindset when I got out of the hospital literally was, I'm just happy to be out of the hospital. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I think that to me, strategically speaking, everything I just said, mentor, offer, who I'm helping, the content, the ad, the VSL, strategically speaking, I think that was important as well. That's a great strategy. But it's like Tony Robbins says, right? Success is 80% psychology, 20% strategy. 80% of my success that month and 80% of my success with my coaching business and 80% of the mistakes I made, it was all mental, right? I didn't come to coaching or to sales calls with these prospects being like, I got to close this person. No, I literally got onto the sales calls like, dude, I literally don't care. Like, I just want to help the person. I'm going to get here and try to help them as much as I can. I'm just super happy to be out of the hospital. I'm happy to be on this sales call. I'm excited because this is fun. I'm so happy I'm not in the hospital anymore. While I was in the hospital, my mindset was also very positive. When I was in the hospital, I was like, dude, I'm not going to die. I don't have cancer. I'm fine. Like, I know I'm going to be okay. I'm enjoying my time here. Like, I got a private room. Like, I could see outside. My mom and dad would come visit me. My wife would come visit me all the time. Of course, my dad and I would kick it a lot. I'd spend time by myself with my wife's iPad, writing, journaling, watching videos. I kind of enjoyed it. Like, it was very relaxing. I was just like, dude, I'm good. I'm just here to get better. You know what I mean? I'm just here to get better and get healthy. So, point being, like, mindset is by far the most important thing that you can possibly do for yourself. And when it comes to, again, whether it's building a successful coaching business, whether it's having a great marriage, whether it's being a great parent, can't speak on that. I'm not a parent. I am married though. Whether it's getting the body that you want, being in the physical shape you want, you know, whatever it is, mentality and your mindset is the most important part. It's not even close, by the way. It's not even close. So those are going to be the things that are really key for you. So I hope this video helped. If it did, awesome. Appreciate it. Hope you got some value out of it. Let me know if you did. If not, that's chill too. I'm not really tripping because I'm kind of just enjoying making these videos. These are super fun for me. So hope I see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.